So do you remember how we first met?
I do remember how we first met. Someone put together a Facebook Messenger group where we all chucked in, and then we all met at Roastwood, right?
That's right, yeah.
And then we were just thrashing around ideas, and you were talking about sensory, and then everything come from that to obviously develop what you've come with now, right?
That's it. I'm not sure if it was you that suggested, hey, look into the wine glass company.
It was. I said Rydell. I said check out Rydell and see what they're all about, because they're very much about a specific grape variety or type of wine was going to suit a specific glass, and that then crosses over into spirits as well, like whiskey and whatnot. Then that sent you down the rabbit hole.
That's
of going down to Bangkok, right?
Yeah, we went at Bangkok.
Yeah, that's right.
We went
to that wine bar. We were just like tasting all these wines. I think it went to the path that you guys were looking at the shape of the glass. I'm just enjoying it. It was good to see those early stages of you guys.
It's crazy how ideas develop sometimes, and it's just a conversation, and it was just a group of people, right? We didn't have a specific agenda. It was like, here, let's talk about coffee.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you. That's right. Exactly. Check out this.
Which one was that?
This is the Katura Catamore wash process. So these are two very different coffees each. So it's going to be.
This is kind of the unveiling.
It's a bit like Christmas.
Yeah. So this.
Yeah. Look at this. Wow. Look at that. It's not too big, not too small. You can just easily hold that. So when you pour this in, do you usually just pour this up to this level here?
So that's the really cool part about this this design, is that it's actually meant to be what we call 2 cups in one. One of the most important variables that we can control with allowing aroma to be more enhanced is the surface area at which the coffee is exposed to the air above.
Yeah.
So you'll notice that this one, for example, is it's a much larger surface area at this middle point, whereas this one is much smaller. So if you fill it up to this line, this is 6 ounces or 180 ml.
Okay.
And that's optimized for the maximum surface area that allows you to experience the coffee. So it's a full cup, but also a tasting glass at the same time.
Yeah, there you go. Fantastic. The things that we were talking a lot about when we were down in Bangkok was, does the lip of the glass make a difference in the taste? So did you guys find any conclusion on that in the end? Because we're just only talking initial stages.
To answer your question, Johnny's probably much better at answering this question because he really dug deep into this.
So basically, the rim thickness can affect flavor and taste in a few ways.
Okay.
The simplest is that when you just think about your mouth as like, a size opening.
Yes.
And the rim becomes a blockage for the flow of any coffee into your mouth. So the thicker the rim, the less coffee enters your mouth.
Ah, yes.
So that's why when we spoke with wine sommeliers, I think I spoke with 3 different wine sommeliers, and they all separately agreed that the thickness of the glass plays a huge part in the appreciation and the quality of the perception.
There you go. All right, so shall we pour?
Yeah, go for it.
So I'm looking forward to trying this one.
You should be able to pour in almost all of it.
Yeah, maybe we could just put the lot in.
Yeah,
sure. Yeah.
Ooh. Good save.
That's the cool thing about these glasses. Like most pour-overs, the yield is the exact volume that goes up to the rim.
Wow.
The 6 ounce pour.
Okay.
Yeah. So even though they all look a little bit different, they'll all end up around that.
Sure.
So that we call this the perfect pour lines. All of these shapes will allow you to be able to swirl the coffee so that you can aerate it.
Yeah.
So at this line as well, you're able to do it with no problems. No worries about getting burnt.
No, that's right. Exactly. Yeah, it keeps it I'm confident without needing to worry about it spilling out.
That's it.
Yeah. One thing I noticed straight away with this is that as soon as I get my nose into it, because it's channeling up like this, I'm just getting more of a concentrated aroma. Yeah, I'm like, wow. Because right now I can smell more of a concentration around the caramelization that's coming in from this particular coffee. I'm just going to take a sip.
Go for it.
What I like about that is it's because of the really tight shape here. It gives us like a well to channel the coffee straight over my tongue, as opposed to like a cup which is a little bit more rounder than the normal style cup.
We can get a regular cup and just compare.
Yeah, well, that's right. Like I can just pour a little bit into this.
Yeah. Just pour like half or something.
So let's do this one first. Much different. It's effortless. Because it feels like I'm more mouthing the cup than the coffee. Yeah.
So how would you describe that feeling?
Like this, it's obviously very restrictive. I'm finding that it has to land on my top lip to go in first. As this, I don't have no restriction at all. Like as I was mentioning, it's like a channel well going straight into straight onto the tip of my tongue, as opposed to this is, it's a cup. It's a cup. Yeah, and it's nothing really. It's nothing to write home about on this.